All right, Mopar people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe. I'm about to commit one of the largest Mopar sins out there. Let me explain it to you. Hopefully you saw my last video of cleaning all this stuff up under the hood. I got a little bit of rust to fight and stuff. So I've used this before, the Permatex rust treatment. It just turns to like a black kind of primer. A lot of this stuff is just like surface rust, so I'll take my wire wheel, knock it off, prime over it, and prep it for paint. But what's that big sin I was talking about? Blacking out under the hood of your Mopar. We've all done it. And this is not my car. This is a friend of mine's car. He said, let's black it out. The red engine will look good in the middle of the black, so the black will be kind of a frame for it. And then hopefully, I think I'm still planning on painting the rest of this car. I'll try to find a line here, find a good transition spot. Example, maybe like that line here. If this is black from there down and this is red to match out, the hood will come off. The hinges will probably go black. And I've got to paint all these frame members and stuff. Strut rods, K-frame, steering box, center link, torsion bars, all that's getting repainted. For that, I've got the Jegs Chassis Black semi-gloss. I like the semi-gloss look for that sort of stuff. It'll fade over time, and I know it says resist UV fading, but it'll fade over time. This low gloss black, I was looking for a satin, couldn't find it, and that's what they had there. So you'll see my pretty fisheye there. On the left is the Jegs, and on the right is that low gloss. So I think that's the better color to do the engine compartment with and have the frame members like that. So there'll be a little bit of contrast between them, and you may have to look closely to see it, but ignore that fisheye there. But at least that'll give it some sense of decorum. And I'll paint under the hood black when the hood comes off. So that's my current plan. Other stuff I need to do today, the torsion bar bushings, and he's got new front shocks. Let's look at the front shocks. These are the QA1s, TN 501s. He ordered these and had them sent with the car. That's a nice looking shock. I think they're pretty high performance. If I can find the literature, it tells you on adjustments, drag racing, nice ride and handling, firm ride, improved handling, etc. And that's how many clicks you give the adjuster knob, if it has two knobs. I haven't looked. I just peeked in the box a minute ago. But they look to be pretty sweet. If I can find a knob or something, I'll let you know. But that'll look nice up under there. Nobody will ever see it, but it'll look nice. I got to pull these front wheels off, start on the torsion bar stuff, all that jazz. Y'all don't hold it against me, but it's going to look a lot better under here versus this once it's done today. So y'all hang out. So here it is in action. See how it's no longer brown, but it's turning black. Kind of a purpley black, but I hit every bare spot. It is just eating away at it now. That big line of rust there. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry really well. It says 24 hours on the package. I'm gonna go ahead and put a fan on it, get my heater cranked up in here and let it really dry out while I'm doing my suspension components. And we'll be back. So we got this wheel off, calipers off. It's just hanging out over there. Went ahead and took this tie rod end off, and I was moving it out of the way and looking, and I thought, all this stuff looks pretty new, but she's not tight at all there. Does have a cotter pin, at least that's good. I better check all of them. I don't want another Roadrunner scenario on my hands here, but I'm gonna get that lower arm out, torsion bar and all that jazz. I just wanted to show you that. And that shock was a little funny there. I can show you that picture. And the hits just keep on coming. Going to pull that cotter key out. And that nut's loose for the bottom ball joint. I need to check, like I said, check them all, because they need a little more. Here's that old ugly one. It was pretty worn. Look like the bushing, see how it's gone out of there? It's stuck on my other end. I just went ahead and welded a washer on from the top side. And what I think I'm gonna do is just lay this, I'll just lay that like that right there. And the collar should stay with it. I'm just gonna press it out. I can weld and press faster than I can grind, and if it breaks off, then I'll grind it like Johnny Mopar did. See it coming. So I am currently under the car, and I've got a red Scotch-Brite with lacquer thinner. I've been dipping it in my lacquer and finding a spot just basically everywhere. Scrub if there's grease, if there's whatever. Then I take my microfiber, also with lacquer, and I wipe it clean. And I've done everywhere under here I could reach. Like, I know it may look dirty, but there's no greasy film on that anymore. She is ready to get shot with some paint as soon as that evaporates. Same thing here. It looks a little dirty, but it's not. It's clean as a whistle. We can start putting, I'll start putting my paint from here down and shoot my frame rails, shoot the bottom of my links, all that jazz. I got this lower control on. I need to give it another coat of paint, and hook up that tie rod in right there. The other two, or the top ball joint was loose over there. I did tighten it up nicely. Caliper's back on. I haven't done the other side, but I want to go ahead and shoot my paint. I am running out of daylight, and I'd like to get at least a good coat on, or 2 coats on, so it can start drying. So I'll go to work. gonna let the first coat of that stuff dry down there. Go ahead and shoot this top stuff. I need to move my wires, whatever I can. I got everything masked off here with some of John Wilburn's tape that he left here this last summer, I guess it was. Still kicking, still got it. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that other stuff and come back. Well, it is what it is. I don't think it looks too bad. After the rest of the car's painted and under the hood's painted, it'll be fine. I think it's probably more of a sin to let one sit out in the yard and rot forever, instead of doing something with it. Whatever your style you like, go for it. I probably would have liked this body color, but with the red and the black, it'll be neat. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, I appreciate y'all watching.